channel into this reading. This is going to be reading for May. I'm going to go ahead and say the mid-May to the end, so like the 15th through the 30th. I was unable to get all of the signs done at the very beginning of the month, so that's just how we're rolling for the time being, okay? Going with the flow, people. Are you going with the flow? Yeah, anyway. So, a couple quick messages. Actually, I have to look at my notes because I don't remember. Yeah, so as of the 11th, 511 may be a number that people come across a lot in the form of synchronicities and signs, which I thought was interesting because that was the day that Mercury is entering, or did enter, Gemini. So maybe some kind of forward movement in regard to communication and such there. Also on May 11th, Saturn is gone retrograde in Aquarius. So might be wrapping up things in regard to karmic cycles into just that karmic will within your life, right? There could be the return of things. But this is honestly like looking at your goals, the future, you know, the impact and effect on others that you have, you know, from an honest perspective, right? So on the 13th, Mars entered Pisces, maybe some confliction between mind and emotions with that. And on the 13th, Venus retrograded in Gemini, I think until June 25th. So it could be revisiting the past, gaining some kind of new perspective and logic in regard to past situations, relationships specifically, partnerships, old partners might be returning, communication, etc. Yeah, just revisiting things from the past and anything that still needed work, still needed transmutation, so to speak. On the 14th, Jupiter goes retrograde in Capricorn until September, mid-September. This is going to possibly affect the energies regarding, you know, different aspects of profession, right? And your job and the confidence therein. And on the 20th, the Sun is entering Gemini. 22nd, we have a new moon in Gemini. And on the 28th, Mercury enters Cancer. So considering, you know, your emotions within the scope of communication and making decisions and such. So that's just a little bit of the astrological, you know, aspects of things that we've been dealing with, the energies. Honestly, I just feel this like not only some very dense energy, but at the same time, it's very much contradictive because I feel like the actual vibration in the earth is elevating more and more and more. You might be feeling the effects of that as well, like through Ascension symptoms. I know for me, it comes across as a lot of nausea, my sleep patterns get messed up, headaches, ringing in the ears, all that jazz, right? So channeled message for water signs collectively for the month of May were as follows. I saw a Phoenix rising. So a lot of things, like I said, reflecting in the past about certain things. So there's a death and rebirth happening, a transformation, right, with the Phoenix. I feel like this is remnants of lower vibrational thoughts, energies, and entities being transmuted in order to rise. I also, you know, rise in your vibration, in your consciousness, in your energy. So I also saw a sword, like somebody holding a sword and it being stuck in the ground, like marking their boundary, if that makes sense. It kind of felt like a putting your foot down energy. So marking boundaries, not only for yourself, but for others, especially in regard to what is no longer something you're willing to deal with or compromise yourself for. So in that rebirth kind of energy, there's a new clarity, a new construction of thought arising, where you're no longer being swayed completely or confused because of this battle between logic and emotions. I saw a sea of water parting and somebody walking through it. For me, that really felt like this energy of like people trusting their guidance, their intuition, and their own truth, and able to like stick to it and not be so easily misled or swayed by their emotions and their ego. Okay, so that was for the water signs collectively, the message I received during meditation. So let's get started. I know that was a long-winded introduction, so it is what it is, okay? To be honest, I don't know, the energies have just been very, I've been struggling myself in that regard, just maneuvering and kind of navigating the influx of these transits and the things that are taking place just within the world in general. Trying to keep a high vibration, but there's opposition to that. It feels almost, in your face constantly. So, it's a battle going on right now, and I don't mean that in a negative light. It's actually quite exciting and something we should really invest ourselves in to help and assist fighting that battle and raising the vibration, so that there can be this collective awakening, this ascension, right, into the 5D. All right, so let's get major themes of energy, or just, situations that might be arising. Let's see. All right, 2 falling out here. Teacher and transformation. Just like I was saying, I believe Scorpios, another water sign, fellow water sign to you, also received the transformation card. So yeah, I feel like with this teacher card, it really represents to me kind of like the Hierophant in the traditional tarot. I feel as though somebody is really being enlightened in a spiritual sense, right? Like their eyes are kind of opening up. This is leading to a transformation from this 3D energy kind of like to this 5D, because as you can see, she's holding this scroll, and I pointed this out in the last reading this card came out. All of this is like, spirit. It's this enlightenment happening, okay? Some kind of wisdom being taken in. And she looks very kind of happy and a little bit excited. Not really excited, but she looks fine, right? She looks like she's accepting what this message is, whatever she's learning from this book. There's enlightenment happening, okay? And with this scroll here, I feel like this is just a transformation in consciousness. And like I said with that channeled message, there's a new construct within the thoughts, within the mind, that are assisting in people moving out of this like lower vibrational stuff, this lower energy, this lower consciousness of seeing things in a higher, from a higher perspective, I guess I should say. So what else do we have for Cancers? So somebody's eyes opening here, okay? Spirit is assisting for somebody's eyes to open. It's leading to this transformation from within. Let's see. Letting go. So again, once again, it's following right along with the channel message, but yeah, whatever's been holding somebody back here within their energy, their ability to transcend things and to essentially go through this transformation in mind, I feel like there's a letting go here. Their mind is opening. They're seeing things again from that higher perspective. They're actually able to now see where they've been being held back, what constructs have been, I want to say, kind of debilitating them in a sense. But this person is working on letting go of that energy, letting go of the things that have been holding you back in your life, in situations. And all over these cards, Spirit is very, very involved. Okay, I see it all over. This could be somebody's like true spiritual awakening happening. This could be, all right, great achievement. Often when I see this card, it's associated to some type of event happening. But You know, you could even like look at it like it looks like a reception dinner, like a wedding or something like that, right? But for this, I'm really feeling like this achievement is essentially this awakening, this, what word? It's kind of like a milestone within this spiritual journey. All right, let's see. An interesting, very similar right now to the Scorpio reading, so that makes sense, right? The same element. Tell me more about this teacher card. This teacher card could also be somebody coming in that assists your journey, assists your growth. Reminds me of like when the student is ready, the teacher will appear, right? So somebody coming into this like place and, you know, vibrationally where they're able to receive whatever they're being shown, whatever they're being taught, whatever enlightenment is being kind of put on the table there, right? All right, yeah. Look, here we have the Emperor. Could be dealing with a divine masculine energy for some of you, but I'm feeling like this is really about somebody taking initiative, taking the lead, taking responsibility for their journey, and looking at it very rationally, very logically, which is also very in alignment with the channeled message as well, because I said it's like there's this ability for this new perspective, this new construction of thought, where you're able to kind of not be swayed anymore completely by your emotions, but to be able to look at things, you know, in this rational, more logical way without that interfering and causing any confusion. All right? Because the Emperor is very logical, very problem solving, very just rational. Not completely besotted by his emotions, right? And this could be you, Cancer, wanting to take the lead in actually sharing your wisdom, sharing your knowledge, using your spiritual gifts, and moving forward in something to that nature with the Emperor card. Transformation with the World card. That's pretty beautiful. So this transformation, whatever the case may be for you in your particular situation, take what resonates and leave the rest, of course, because this is for a collective of people. So I do my best to pick up on different scenarios, so we'll see. But this transformation is really leading to some kind of fulfillment for this person. It's giving them a sense of fulfillment. They are completing something, okay? Like this transformation is complete, in other words, for some of you. And this transformation is leading to a huge expansion. And I feel like, again, it's an expansion within your consciousness, within your mind. Because the World card also stands for transformation. So whatever this person's learning or whatever you're teaching, whatever the case may be, it's leading to transformation taking place, the expansion of mind and the evolution of that, okay? It's pretty amazing. This could be somebody taking the action, taking the leadership role in order to fulfill this or bring this in for others. That's quite a possibility, okay? Let's see about the letting go. Please, for the Cancers. Oh. I feel like with this letting go card, this person's letting go of whatever's holding them back from this energy over here, from having this transformation, ending a certain cycle and beginning a new one, completing something pertaining to their journey, a cycle. This could be letting go of things, like I said, from the channel message in regard to the karmic cycle in somebody's life as well. Okay? Letting go of attachments to outcomes, I feel, is also another message from this card. Yeah, letting go so that there can be a new beginning. Taking the lead toward that based upon what you've now come to know, what this transformation has brought to you, what has been completed from within this cycle, what has been fulfilled that has allowed for this transformation. So now with this Fool card, I feel like this is being recognized. What's been holding you back from having this new beginning, from taking a risk, from taking a leap of faith, perhaps. But ultimately, whatever's been just stifling you. The Fool card can also mean travel, but it's really about this new energy. So letting go of this energy of being stuck, shackled, held back, in order to bring in this new kind of, I feel like a peace and more of like a carefree energy here. You know, moving away from anything that's causing you chaos and finding freedom, being able to escape that, because the Fool card also can represent like an escape, freedom from something, right? So free from whatever's holding you back energetically. That's the transformation taking place here. Tell me more about the Great Achievement. Yeah. That somebody here is, the achievement is the spirit of the spiritual nature, I feel. I'm seeing more than one scenario here, to be honest, and I'll go into the other scenario in a minute, but I feel like with this star card representing this great achievement, this is somebody's healing, okay? This is somebody, that's the great achievement. There's some kind of spiritual healing. They're more attuned and aligned with the etheric realm, with their guidance. There's a bigger sense of affinity, and it's representing Aquarius here. We do have some placement in Aquarius. This could be somebody overcoming something from the past. But ultimately, I feel like it's in alignment with the rest of this, like healing whatever needed to be healed in order for this to take place. On the other side of this, if we're speaking from the aspect of like a partnership here, okay? I feel like this is a transformation that needed to take place within in order for something to be fulfilled. It could have to do with a divine masculine that had to receive some spiritual awakening, some spiritual enlightenment, and a spiritual transformation to take place in order for something to be made complete, in order for a cycle to end and a new beginning to happen. Okay? And there was a lot of things energetically that had to be severed, that had to be let go of. And this person is wanting now, or is allowing this kind of transformation to take place. They're open to it. They're being receptive to it at this point. They're recognizing what needed to take place in order for this healing to happen. And this great achievement could quite possibly be them moving through those energies, through that awakening, whatever the case may have been, in order for a healing to a partnership to happen, for there to be balance, and for a reconciliation to occur, for this new beginning to occur, okay? Oh, I don't want that one, sorry. Let's see. I don't, ooh, I'm dropping cards already. I didn't even start shuffling. I don't want to, I'm trying not to let this run too long, so let me see what we can do here. I did already pre-shuffle the cards, but I like to give them one last shuffle before I pull. Tell me more about the Emperor and the Teacher. Yeah, so this Emperor, he's gained some kind of wisdom about something. He's been enlightened. Feeling liberated from something. Cancer. Could just be a mindset, of course, you know. But yeah, learned a great deal about this kind of Five of Pentacles energy of feeling left out, feeling cast aside. Thinking logically now about some kind of, could have been a fear of rejection with this Emperor. But seeing things in a new light now, yeah, finding strength. Finding the inner wisdom and courage based upon what they've come to see. This is, for me, a very as above, so below type of energy. So a lot of spiritual enlightenment happening for somebody here, okay? Where they're now really tapping into this inner strength to carry it, whatever it is they've learned. They're really finding some sense of courage because of this new way of thinking. And this transformation is leading to an abundance of love overflowing in the heart. There could be a transformation here of I see a merging happening, but there definitely could be a transformation happening within a partnership. Somebody wants to transform it. This is like the metamorphosis of it. There's some kind of wisdom that's been gained in the completion of a cycle that's going to allow for this new beginning once again. Pertaining to home, family, abundance, right? But ultimately, somebody could be receiving heart activations. That could be where some of that energy was stifled, and this enlightenment has assisted. That's interesting energy and feeling. Sorry, I just had to get a... Somebody wants this fulfillment. I feel like this is almost like somebody offering their heart to something. It's opening up. You know, there's an abundance of love within that, in the heart space. They're evolving. It's expanding with the World card. King of Pentacles. So this King of Pentacles, letting go, creating a new energy to move forward and obtain what it is he's trying to obtain. Sorry, you probably hear my cats back there. The King of Pentacles is really rational, intelligent. He's certain about, there's a certainty about him of what he really wants. What he needs to let go of in order to escape or have this freedom or a new beginning. There's a lot of logic happening here. And he's created I feel like it's ending a cycle and creating new energy in order to obtain, to manifest, to gain what it is he's trying to accomplish and gain, right? Because he's usually, you know, pretty set up, pretty about the task of his pentacles, right? He's loyal to this journey. Very insightful about what's taking place or what needs to take place. Yeah, great achievement. Could seriously be a reconciliation for some of you with someone, but this is wish fulfillment. This is wish fulfillment. That's the great achievement. So this person has received a lot of enlightenment, found the courage needed to walk through this cycle, to end a cycle, to complete something where they know it's going to make their sense of fulfillment and happiness available to them. Looking at things in a very logical way, like, okay, if I want this, this is how to go about this, or this is the truth behind this. Not really fooling yourself about shit, right? Kind of allowing yourself to be not just, well, not swayed, not rooted by just the emotional context of things, but looking at it from a higher perspective. Yep, there's the World card again. So this person is conquering something here in a huge way. Especially when it comes to anything that was previously holding them down, not working. They're conquering it. They're triumphant over it. This is Kali. She's stepping on the man. If you can see that. Saturn energy there. Right? And we do have, what did I tell you about Saturn? That it's gone retrograde? Isn't that correct? I believe. I don't remember. I don't remember. You tell me. Yeah. In Aquarius. Somebody could be dealing with a Capricorn. Because here's, we have Aquarius too. Saturn. So I feel like with this, yeah, it has to do with some kind of cycle, some kind of karmic cycle. Somebody is completing, fulfilling. Yeah, look. Yeah. Spirit's telling me it's truth. It has to do with the divine masculine energy. Here's the Emperor again. This person sees things from a new perspective. Okay? And it's because they are going back. They are reflecting. They are transmuting. They are becoming enlightened, gaining wisdom about whatever situation this is in their life. And I feel like, you know, they want to take responsibility for their truth. They want to communicate their truth. They're seeing things, again, I can't repeat it enough, from a very much higher perspective than they were before. Let's see. And I feel like they want to take some kind of action based upon this new train of thought, this new enlightenment they've received. Yeah. So let's see. Tell me more about the Ace of Cups. Somebody's definitely evolving in the spiritual nature of things. Yeah, they're no longer confused. I feel like they want to complete something. There's a completion happening for somebody in regard to home, family, their abundance, their prosperity. And essentially, you know, if things have been uncertain, you know, they're looking for that sense of certainty, okay? And I feel like they want to bring some kind of balance back into a situation that could be dealing with home, could be dealing with their family, could be dealing, again, with their finances, the monetary aspects of their life. Trying to bring balance into that again, some kind of equilibrium. More about the Ace of Cups. Oh, too many cards. Yeah, very logical. Somebody wants to bring justice into a situation. Yeah, again, this card came out again. The Three of Cups. Yeah, somebody wants a triumph here. They want, this could be within a partnership again, but there's healing, there's triumph, there's a very celebratory type of energy with the Three of Cups, okay? And they want a resolution. So again, this completion keeps coming into play, this fulfillment of something, this expanding within the heart space, this metamorphosis is bringing in this triumph, this healing to a situation. And I always note for people, like, this is the Two of Cups pouring into the One Cup. So here you have it. If we're dealing with counterparts, divine counterparts, a relationship, I feel like there's a transformation happening within the realm of that, okay? Where healing is coming in. These people are flowing, they're pouring into the Ace of Cups. They're pouring into this cup together, right? Equally. And it's abounding, it's overflowing here. Interesting. All right. I feel like that is their sense of completion, fulfillment, the evolution taking place within somebody. Yeah. Somebody wants to break free from something this could be possibly somebody wanting to break free from a karmic situation or a new beginning. Yeah. The Nine of Pentacles. Just a lot of Virgo energy. Somebody could be dealing with a Virgo. But definitely somebody very focused about the work they need to put in and the steps they need to take in order to let go what needs to be let go of so they can move forward in this new beginning. This could be leaving one situation in order to fulfill themselves in another. Just throwing that out there. If it applies to you, it applies. No judgment here. But with the Nine of Pentacles here, it's really once again about this wisdom being gained, right? Being able to see the bigger picture of things and going out after this conquest, after what they want. They're being very prudent, right? They're learning, they're taking things in order to gain this healing, this fulfillment. Yeah, the King of Swords keeps popping out on me. So again, this very similar energy to the Emperor and to, you know, again, the King of Pentacles. Yeah. Great achievement. Somebody wants a new beginning. Somebody is feeling this overflow of love. I don't know why. I don't know what. It could be pertaining to the home, the family. Finally seeing things from a higher perspective, a new perspective that allots this, right? Realizing that is their wish fulfillment, perhaps. That is what's going to give them happiness and contentment. You have the Ace of Cups twice here. So somebody definitely wanting to do what's necessary to create a completion, a healing, to change a cycle somehow in order to bring in this new energy and this feeling of abundant love. And that is going to be their great achievement. Okay, I don't know how long I have. I'm going to go ahead and give you guys some guidance cards and we will wrap it up here. Yeah, somebody's moving through a spiritual journey that has been required in order for them to come out on this side with this great achievement. I feel like this could really be pertaining to a partnership, but essentially for others, it's really in regard to healing whatever needs to be healed, letting go of whatever needs to be let go of in order to really be in alignment again with the spiritual journey. Receiving some, raising the vibration, expanding their heart space. Taking the necessary steps and putting in the effort and the work required in order to do so. Let's see. Guidance for Cancers, please. Sorry, that is my cat's. Oh, there. She's making her debut. No, Tinky. No, Tinky. She made her debut for you guys. That's Tink. They're chasing each other around and playing like crazy right now. So let's see. Guidance for Cancers, please. Okay. All right. Psst. Hey, you. If that's how you say that, I don't know. Equals a 7, so Spirit is definitely, like I said, involved in whatever this transformation is taking place. Receiving downloads, guidance from your spirit team, spirit guides, higher self. Let's see. One more, please. Smooth and easy equals a 10, so there's a completion happening. Spirit's bringing in some kind of completion for somebody. All right, let's see. 16. We'd like to interrupt this oracle deck with a very important announcement. There is nothing to fear. Every single thing that looks ominous is but an illusion. It has no power. Zip, nada, zilch. It's time to look your fears straight in the eye and call them out as the insignificant posers they really are. So that says a lot to me, because I feel like, this could be throwing somebody off their rocker. Their eyes are being open to things maybe that are very unfamiliar to them, or that are, how did everybody feel when they first started awakening, right? Or ascending in a spiritual nature. It's kind of a scary business at the initial stages. I'm getting tongue-tied. And that's where this desire and need for this courage and this inner strength comes in order to fulfill this, complete this, based upon what you've learned, what you know. All right, so there's nothing to fear, and especially in the state of the world right now. You have to look at things from a higher perspective, from a higher vibration, from the spiritual aspect of things, right? So, yeah. Let's see. Smooth and easy. You're on easy street, my friend. The Red Sea has parted. Now, are you hearing that? The Red Sea has parted. Like I said, the sea is parted. And you are now free to roam the planet. All obstacles have disappeared. Doors and windows are flying open. There is not one thing that can stop you. So, yeah, somebody's definitely on their grind. They're ready to take the measures and put in the effort and the work, whatever the case may be, in order to bring this in, whatever they're trying to bring in. And this is saying, Spirit's with you. Nothing can stop you from accomplishing and achieving this. Okay? There's going to be this freedom, this liberation, this escape from whatever it is that's been holding you back. It's telling you that, right? It's open to you. It's opening to you. All right? So, sorry for the background noise. That can't be avoided at times. But that is your reading. I hope that all made sense. I hope it resonates for you. Remember, take what does and leave the rest, seriously. And yeah, I hope this supports you, and I appreciate you watching. Bye.